Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What's up? You like that? You really like that? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Sunday afternoon here inside the studio. Got a loaded one for you today. Very curious to see who shows up for it. Very curious to see who shows up for it. If you're an Indiana fan, welcome in. Probably your first time being here this season watching film with us, because we ain't been able to watch a lot of Indiana Hoosier football film due to the Big Ten League office, but college football playoff games up free for grabs. So here we are. We're going to learn a lot about this Indiana defense and Indiana offense. We're going to watch both sides of this Rose Bowl for these Hoosier fans. Very curious to see if the Alabama fans show up as well. Jonathan, one of our biggest and most watched film studies of all time on this network was right after that Florida State lambasting to start the season. Now, I think that might have been early season. Let's figure it out. Maybe folks don't want to figure out the why as much at the end of the season, as we found out yesterday with our Georgia constituents around here. But I'm excited to do it nonetheless. I love good football, and boy, is Indiana Hoosier football playing some damn good football, particularly on that offensive line. Going to be the back end of this film study, but my God, you guys know I love me some offensive line play. We're going to put on a display via the Indiana Hoosiers today. Excited to do this. Got a couple of rules around here. If you learn anything about the game of football, you must subscribe today. If you learn anything about your favorite football team, you must subscribe today. If you have any fun at all today, which I guarantee you will, you must subscribe today. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. All righty. I know we got a lot of football programs and a lot of football fan bases licking wounds. All right, taking some tough, heartbreaking losses late in the season right about now. But this channel, I feel like, and I say this with 100% certainty, I feel like this channel explains the why better than everybody else. So if you're wondering why something good or bad happened to your football team, lock in. We're about to give you the answers today. All right, play number one. We're going to start on the defensive side of the football for Indiana, going up against this Alabama offense. Now, the key with this Alabama offense, Jonathan, they had not been able to run the football all year. So what does the quarterback have to do on first down when passing? He's got to play on time. He's got to be willing to take answers early, right? And I felt like this was a prime example of an inability to do so, or rather an unwillingness to do so to start the football game. Again, when we know we cannot run the ball, we have to play on time, okay? Clicks over here. Hey, throw the ball right now to the flat. Get it out of your hands right now. We're staring right at the back. Let's go ahead and spit it out. He fails to do so. We're going to go ahead and run out of an empty pocket, or a clean pocket, rather. This is bad news bears. We got to be able to live and be willing to live in 2nd and 6 if we can't run the football, big dog. All right, this is something he did ad nauseum early on in the season. All right, as the season progressed, I felt almost a pressurized quarterback that felt like he needed to make plays by himself. That's not it, big dog. We got to be what Kalen DeBoer said, stacking plays, right? We got to go down the field willing to be disciplined and checking the football down. We failed to do so. Hey, we're now in 2nd and 10. I would have rather been in 2nd and 6. We have to live in 2nd and 6, particularly against this defense. This defense is the best defense left on 3rd down. They confuse, they create chaos, they create problems, okay? We got to be willing to play on time and deliver strikes. Dante Moore going to have to do this as well in the upcoming matchup in the Peach Bowl. All right, this is what I'm talking about. We got to play on time, right? They're playing a lot of cover 3 early in the football game. We'll talk about that as the study progresses, okay? Showing 2 high, racking down to 1 high post-snap, all right? Not going to give you the answers at all is this defense, all right? They're going to confuse you a little bit. You see that safety kind of squatting right now, and now we got a deep hole player playing cover 3. So they're going to present a 2 high shell as long as they possibly can, and then they'll roll a rat, as Nick Saban would call it, down into the extended box area. A lot of football nuance terms right there, amen. Football jargon just all on you. All right, here we go. Good check down, though, right there on 3rd and 7 to convert the sticks for Alabama. – 1 Now, one thing I was very curious to see, Jonathan, Hey, are y'all going to stay in base personnel out there in Indiana all year? We talked about it leading up to this matchup, okay? Texas Tech, a 4-3 football team. Indiana, a 4-3 football team, playing 3 linebackers. What do you see on the picture right now, Jonathan? I had to do some roster checking. That's how I knew it. I was looking for the 3rd linebacker. I'm like, who is this number 12 hanging out over here? He's a nickel. Mixed matchup personnel for the first time really all year. We've been paying attention to him heavily, down the playoff stretch. They played 4-3 base personnel against Ohio State. That tipped me off to, buddy, if you're going to play with 3 linebackers against the Buckeyes, you're going to do it against just about anybody. Nay, didn't want to do it to start the football game against Alabama. They're about to, though. They're going to throw 4-3 personnel at them the second possession of the game. So just giving them a little bit of a different look. Good to know that they can play both. You know what I mean, Jonathan? No shocker here. This kid at left tackle. Love him to death as a guard. The feet are in mud right here, Jonathan. This is what feet in the mud look like. These are not quick twitch, big man twitch feet, okay? And I want to show you that because these next guys that we're going to watch here in about 25 minutes when we flip over to the other side of football, the difference between what that looks like and what we call the foot fire in the Indiana folks, oh my Lanta, okay, it's totally different. So get a good mental picture of that and what that looks like compared to what we're going to see from the other guys. That is what we call feet in the mud. Real hard to get those feet in and out of the ground when we have a twitchy athlete in front of us. Great job by the quarterback finding space out in the flats to the tight end, okay? You don't see a lot of this. I thought, very rare do you see Aiden Fisher jumping gaps. I think I might know what it was, though. These are very heavily prepared football players. And when we watched a lot of tape this year, is this the right play? Yeah, it is. Okay. When we watched a lot of tape this year from Alabama, Jonathan, when we saw heavy open this way, they would run a lot of duo back that way, okay? So what I'm thinking we might be seeing from Fisher right here is a jumping of gap due to tendency identification, okay? We got very old football players, very veteran football players on the other side of the football. What I'm trying to bring up is, especially if you're Oregon, second time playing this team, we better have tendency breakers like Bama's trying to do right here. We open up all year this way. Let's stay with it. We might get a linebacker like Fisher to jump a gap, which is exactly what happens right here. Okay, my only thought process of why he would be doing that, look at the bubble we create because of it. Very disciplined football player rarely does things like that. A little too juiced up. I thought the nickel still played really tough. It's a theme down the stretch in this playoff series, okay, for everybody. Miami, Keontae Scott playing elite right now in the flat area, taking away what we call the extension of the run game. All the screens into the flat area right now ain't really going for anybody. I thought Ole Miss's folks played really tough in the flat area against a team in Georgia that's really good in the screen area. Dinkins, on the flip side, played really good in the slot. Hey, 12's about to bring the smoke right here in the flat area too. All right, you are not going to play good defense nowadays unless you are tough as nails in the flat area with your nickel football players, or when you bump into base, if your linebackers can run and cover a lot of ground as well. Watch 12 out here in the flat. He does a really good job of taking away this screen game, triggering down, taking it to that tight end, shedding the block, and then making a tackle. Good TFL right there on this possession, okay? Now, I talked about in the lead up to this, I thought Indiana's staff does a really good job of identifying your problem area and attacking that. It's a third down, first critical third down of the football game for these guys. Alabama has been horrendous in pass protection identification against simulated pressures, okay? Oklahoma got them bad the first time around. Georgia got them really bad. I thought Auburn had them in circles for 4 quarters as well. All right, so first third down of the football game, they know what you got going on, all right? So they're going to attack the left tackle right here, all right? The center or the linebacker or the running back has clearly identified number 4, the middle linebacker. He's going to bail. They're going to fire the player that the running back is not responsible for. All right, they got a 4-man slide right here from the offensive line with the left tackle in what we call sift protection. All right, in other words, he's going to get back and sort out the most vertical threat towards him. Now, what Indiana's going to do is they're going to take this inside threat, which would be the most vertical threat to him. They're going to plug him for 2 yards and then drop him out and then fire the player off the edge, who the quarterback then has to play hot off of. Watch this. This is a whole bunch of good stuff going on from Indiana's defense, all, in my opinion, based off of scouting and identification, right? We challenge the back right here, dropping his threat and then adding a new one. So now the back is going to have to go from A gap all the way over to C gap. We challenge the left tackle, who is in sift protection, all right? We give him the most inward threat. We drop him and rush the outward threat. Now we're also challenging the quarterback because we had to make sure he was right with his hots. See what I mean? People are like, whoa, how's Indiana doing all this? They're really freaking good, man. They're really freaking good in that coaches department too. Now, we got to rush his near side hip there at 21. We can't let the quarterback spin out like this because, you know, Dante's a really good athlete as well. All right, we really got to rush his upfield hip. He's got a real propensity to spin out. If you guys stick around on this channel, we're going to look at Oregon's offense against Texas Tech as well. And several times, Dante's trying to roll out of pockets like that, and he's taking big hits from his top side hip. So we really, really got to rush these quarterbacks nowadays with good integrity, all right? We do all this work as a coordinator to get home. We can't be losing opportunities to get the guy on the ground. I thought this was a really good job by Ryan Williams right here breaking this ball up. I mean, that ball would have been a pick. Good job being a DB right there, Sarah Land. People are like, why did he call him Sarah Land? Now, check this out, Jonathan. You know who that is? That's number 43. That's their linebacker. So now they bump into 4-3 personnel, right? So now they're back into their base personnel package. Going to play a lot of quarter soft zone behind this. A little match quarters, okay? Normally. What did I say? I put here great rep 6. Oh yeah. Look at 6 at the top of the screen right here. Okay. I'm gonna circle him here and then we're gonna go back and watch him from the wide because we get a better look at it. All right. He sets a good firm outside edge and then snatches this tight end down once the back commits. Watch this guy at the top of your screen, okay? They're very, very fundamentally sound on both sides of the line of scrimmage. All right? If they are the edge responsible football player, they will remain the edge responsible football player. They will always turn it back in. So we talk about on this network all the time. We got to vice the football. We got to turn the ball back in to help our teammates. They play good leverage football at all times. Watch number 6 out there at the top of your screen. Big physical button press, right? Now he's working to get outside. He's going to set a firm edge and turn that ball back in. And when we do so, let's try to fold that tight end just a good bit. You know what I mean? Let's fold him back onto the ball carrier if we can. It's also a really good job there by the defensive tackle taking 2. Let's let our linebackers run free and clean, right? Let's let 4 run free and clean. We can't get up to them if that defensive line is occupying those offensive linemen. Great job there. Same note right here, okay? It's a great rep by 6 again at the top of your screen. Turning this ball back in by everybody, okay? I think the overhang player actually makes this play, falls in on it late. Some bitch calls his ground, doesn't he, Jonathan? Huh. Whew. All right, here we go. It's 3rd and long here, so we got to look at their rush package and what they got going on. They left, I think they brought the nickel in here, Jonathan. They left the hybrid linebacker on the field, the rush backer, if you will, the 4-3 guy, and they left Aiden Fisher on the field. 21's now off the field. All right, they're going to play a good quarters match rep right here in the back end. These 3 players are going to sort out these 3 really, really quickly and from depth, all right? Force the quarterback to pull the football down and go rally and tackle. Look how quickly they attach here. Okay, Aiden gets back up underneath number 3 right here to help deliver to this safety. Okay, this corner does a really, really good job of driving down on this speed out, and then the nickel does a really, really good job of staying tight with Jeremy right here throughout the entire snap. Really good coverage rep. I thought this was an insane decision. This is a 4th and 2 right here. On our own 34. Is it a 0-0 football? It's a 3-0 football game at this point. This is nuts. I felt like this gave them way too much momentum and way too much juice.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I can't be doing this, man. All right. I wanted to point out 2 players here. Hey, it's a tremendous job right here by 48 at the point of the attack. Okay, he's going to turn this ball back in like we're talking about all the time, right? These guys do a great job of icing the football. Look at him. He's stretching right now. He realizes that guy's trying to reach me. I better work east and west. He's going to do so without giving up ground, north or south. We got to keep the outside edge and turn this football back in. And then once we do, we got to shed the tight end. Great job right there of turning this back in. But I really want y'all to pay attention to this football player right here, 21. I want to start it all the way back from the top. Watch this pursuit from this football player and the angle he ultimately takes at the end to secure this tackle on 4th down. Look at 21 right there, reroute, and then get his nose in and stop the forward momentum of the ball carrier, okay? One thing I noticed about all these championship football teams towards the end of this year, ain't no plays off, man. There's fanatical effort from everybody. You got to assume every play is the play. We talk about that on this network all the time. We can't be taking plays off assuming teammates are going to make them for us. We got to go. We got to rally to the football at all times. Great job right there by number 21. No point in talking about that one. Now, this is how you run a nut stunt, son. Okay? This is how you do it. I think some of the better defensive linemen or defensive line nowadays don't necessarily have like all these blue chippers, okay? Because so many teams are stunting, wrapping, twisting, doing all kinds of stuff. So what we need is selfless individuals that want to create havoc for their teammates. That's what you're going to see from this nose tackle right here. Now, sometimes if we just do it relentlessly for the effort of our teammates, it might end up beneficial for ourselves. We might run ourselves into a play, but this right here is how you do what we call a nut stunt. We're spiking the nose underneath the tackle, okay? We're going to absolutely hammer this way and set 97 up for a play. This is how you do it, okay? That's how you go, all right? You throw guys on their face. That's how we do it, all right? We create havoc, we create problems, and then guess what? The linebacker's free. You know why the linebacker's free? Because the guard that was supposed to get up to him is now on his face. All right, the defensive tackle's free because the center that was supposed to go with them is consumed by me. All right, because I've done this selflessly. That's how you do it. Take it back from the top and watch this nose tackle. We are trying to create havoc and chaos for our teammates. That's how we do it. We got to do so selflessly, man. Absolutely selflessly. Whew. Now, I felt like we got to rip this football, Jonathan, and you tell me if I'm wrong. We're going to work a dig in here, I think, from number 2. All right, number 2 is going to run up and run in. All right, I think we got it. Now, that big quarter shell, they got a lot of DBs back there, right? But we are working this guy in over here, and we got threats towards Aiden Fisher's face, and he is committed to the short side of the field. Do you see his hips right there, Jonathan? He's kind of closed in towards the short side of the field. We should know that we got this dig running to grass. Amen? All right, or at least he has all year at this point in the season. Gets his eyes over to the dig. We're not quite into our break yet at the wide receiver position. Could be the reason why we don't throw this football. Maybe we got rerouted. We didn't. I checked it last night. I don't know why we're not throwing this football. Okay, we get into our break right now is number 2, and we're already off the read. Do you see that back here? Where our eyes are already left. We're looking for a scramble. I think we need this chunk play right here, Jonathan, on 3rd and 11. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay. When people are like, Brooksy, if Indiana fans are watching this, they're like, this guy doesn't deserve my attention. He picked Bama. The reason why? Because that dude ripped every single one of those all year long. Now, you guys did a bunch of stuff, and I should have known the confusion could create some of that second guessingness from the quarterback, and I should have foreseen that. But, man, he'd been ripping those all year, okay, for big-time chunks. Another twist set in here. We got to prepare for a lot of chaos in here, guys. They're going to wrap, twist, stunt, simulate pressure. I mean, this is 1st and 10, and I think they throw another nut stunt on us and jack us up in the middle on a rundown. Yeah, we think we got favorable numbers, and we do not. We get a 7-yard gain out of it, though, because the back's 240 pounds and playing behind his pads. These guys in the middle are going to throw a lot at you, all right, on both sides of the football. You're going to see that today. Oh, it just cuts back on them. That's what it was. They got it at the point. That play should be shut off right there. It's a great job by the back, honestly. Woo. 12 sticking his nose in there. My notes just say, as good as we can play defensively here. And I think we give up a first down. Yeah, oh, no. Whew. All right, so a couple of things here. Great job right here by the slot defender. We call this rerouting, all right? You don't have that guy, but that guy cannot just run up the seam without getting rerouted, okay? So great job right there. Now, what's important about the reroute is it now gives this corner time to read the quarterback's eyes, okay? Because he's technically got what? Two threats running into his void. Do we all see that? All right? But because we rerouted properly and the ball's already having to come out because of pressure, the corner's allowed to play two, drive down on this football, stick his hat in the mix, and break it up. I think we also did some good stuff down here on the bottom, if my memory serves me correct. Yep, we do a good job getting back up underneath. All right, we're going to make, who is this? The Brooks kid, right? We're going to make the Brooks kid get around Aiden Fisher, and the same thing down here with the number 2 wide receiver, and we don't really care about the back on 2nd and long right here in a check down format. But we still get up underneath him as well. Did you see the linebacker expand all the way out there? That's about as good as we can play zone coverage, all right? They're really, really good at it. Here's another one. These dudes trigger something serious. I can't remember who it is. I think it's one of these guys down here. These guys trigger on routes really, 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 really quickly, okay? Who was it? Oh, no. It's the safety. This is the guy who makes this play down here, Jonathan. All the way from back here. He's going to watch this. Woo! Bam! They play confident, fast downhill. Notes just say twitchy MFer playing defensive line. I think all of their defensive linemen are just maybe 10 pounds underweight, Jonathan, and just can really, really, really roll. All right? They can really roll. I mean, Caden Proctor's got no chance cutting that dude off. He is never, ever, ever going to get his head across right there at 375 pounds or however much he weighs. And if we can't get our head across, we're not going to win, are we? We're just going to push the guy to the play every single time, which is exactly what happens. We just push the guy to the play. Now the quarterback's doing too much. I think this is the scramble. I think, guys, we've taken 24 snaps offensively. 24 snaps offensively is 10-0 already in the football game. And I think we're already through a quarter. So the quarterback, I'm just trying to give you the situation to let you know that the quarterback feels as if I have to make every play right now. We got to go. And he felt like that from the jump, having watched him turn down obvious easy yards on 1st and 10 for the first play of the football game. They're going to pursue the rock. Okay, we got to protect it at all times. I think I wanted this. We're going to get another look at this later. Okay, later, he's trying to run the mid-hole right here, Jonathan. They got too high splitting. They're trying to get him to run with whoever runs vertical down the middle of the field. A little bit later in the football game, they're over there on the iPads, and they're like, hey, instead of the corner route there from Ryan, let's just challenge Fisher vertically. We don't throw it for some reason. I'll show you here in a little bit. We spoke to a coach that didn't like the iPads on the sideline because he felt like it took away advantages for what he called, what was it, real coaches? You know, guys that didn't back in the day have this, and they had to watch it live and see, oh, they busted in the middle of the field. Let's come back to that a little bit later, right? I think that was part of Sark's bag. Part of Sark's bag was being able to, like, be over there with the football brain and the football picture, seeing it all, and then being able to attack what he had. Nowadays, we got all these iPads on the sideline. We can fix whatever we need to fix. Very different change in how we go in-game adjustments nowadays. Oh, another rep of elite nickel play in the flat. We got another one. I mean, there's dozens of clips like this year where nickels are just shutting stuff down out in the flat. We have got to be better as offenses out there in that area, or else we're just going to be anemic. We're not going to be able to move the football. It's been such easy yardage for college football teams for a decade, and now we're taking inefficient plays. We can't be having that. All right, here it is right here. Here's the same play. We come back to it a little bit later. All right, we flip the picture, and we got the same simulated pressure. Here goes Aiden Fisher bailing down the mid-hole. We see him? Okay, he's right there. Safeties are splitting, are they not? We got Ryan Williams challenging this joker vertically right now. We confirm that the safeties are splitting. Give him a chance, I think. Woo, especially once we see this safety. I mean, we're way too late now, but the safety has to commit to the corner from Jeremy Bernard. But we're checking the ball down in the flat on 3rd and 12, and I'm telling you, that ain't going. They don't miss too many tackles out there, man. That ain't going. Am I fair criticism right here, Jonathan?
Yeah, I would say so.
Especially when you see it from the tight. Look at his eyes. His eyes are making sure that those safeties bail. I'm pretty sure he peeks the right one, peeks the left one, peeks Ryan Williams, goes to the check down, if my memory serves me. Come on. Peeks the right one, peeks the left one, peeks Ryan Williams, hits the check down. I think he actually peeked the corner before the check down. That's staring at the corner to Jeremy, which even then I thought we had grass. Yep. Didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at Jeremy. If we don't like the touchdown down the middle of the field, why do we not like the corner over there on the sideline? He's been, again, all year long, a bit like layups to this whole team. It's weird. No excuses. I'm just trying to excuse my prediction instead of analyzing the tape. I need to shut up and just grind, right? All right, do you want to watch Austin Mack? Or should we make Alabama fans wait until the summer to watch Austin Mack?
Yeah, maybe a summertime watch.
All right, let's summertime watch Austin Mack. Let's flip over to the other side of the football and watch these guys on offense. They were fun too. Hey, I want to take a quick minute to give a shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. What a great time to be here on this network this year, but also a great time to be with our friends over at Sleeper. Go over to Sleeper today, the #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. On Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded today. Use promo code Brooks, as you see on the screen, on Sleeper and get 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, that's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. Boys, as you know, we're about 28 minutes at the time of this ad read from the kickoff of NFL Sunday. So go ahead, run over to Sleeper right now. I'll give you permission to leave the stream actively. Go over to Sleeper, get a play in right quick, and get paid. We appreciate those folks over there at Sleeper. Again, that's promo code Brooks over there on Sleeper. All right, we're going to start on the second play of the game. Jonathan, who's the biggest, baddest, toughest defensive back in this football game?
Or Xavier Brown.
Take another guess. I'm talking about real thumper, real lunch pail. Who's the toughest, baddest SOB on the field? His name's Bray Hubbard. He wears 18 for Alabama. Everybody know, big tough guy. Likes to bring the stick, huh? All right, let's find out what number 7 does to him to start the football game. Where's he at? Where's number 7 at? I think I found him earlier in the film. This is him right here. Watch this right here. I love this. Second play of the football game. Go get you some. Go launch yourself right into him. Go get you some. All right, and then we'll go force the corner into conflict, make him tackle. You know what I mean? Hey, we're going to set the tone. These big bad SEC boys come up here. They think it's sweet. You on your phone. What happened?
Just a text message.
Oh, okay. It's one of them times of year. We got to make sure no news happening. Boom. Yeah, go ahead and launch your whole body into them. Play free. Play fast. Play physical. Let's go. We got mouthpiece popping, Jonathan. We got mouthpieces flying. You see that? Hell yeah. That was fun to watch. All right, but you guys came out. This is a zone football team all year, wasn't it, Jonathan, this Alabama football team? You always wonder what defensive coordinator is going to do different every once in a while. How about zero pressure, first third down of the football game? Let's get after his ass. It's tone setting on both ends. We always wonder about openers on this channel. That's what we got. We got a little opener. We're going to set tones on both sides of the football. We're going to cover you and get after you today. And on offense, we're going to be physical. Bray Hubbard with the free rush right here gets him down. I think some of that confusion on the defensive side of the football created confusion on the offensive side of the football. This will happen every once in a while. We can't quite ID who we got. You know, we got all these late motions going on. It changes, pictures looking different. Guys, threats, who counts, what's going on. Oops, slide left, slide right, boom, naked runner. And quarterback, that's who we're hot off of. It looks like they picked it up, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7, they brought 8. You got to play hot, quarterback. But we didn't have a hot release in time. That's a story for another day. I think this kid, this is an elite rip against his body. I think this kid has really, really elite arm talent. I think this is the arm talent football game. I think Dante Moore's got a little more arm strength. I think basically he can throw it harder and further. But few guys in college football will get it and accurately release it from different angles than Mendoza and Moore. They're really, really good. This is a play that is a prime example of it. Now, the one thing that is very interesting about Mendoza, have you ever noticed, Jonathan? He's a point holder. Have you seen this? The dude holds the rock at like the point of the ball. I almost want to see what the size of the hands are at the combine. Most guys are like, hey, ring finger down on the second lace. We're going to be closer to the white stripe. If you see Mendoza, he's a big-time point holder. So just a nerdy football guy thing I do every once in a while. Every once in a while, I want to see how the guy's holding it. But anyways, elite arm talent. This throw right here against the body, trusting Surratt like that, that's big-time stuff from the kid, okay? And you can even see it right here in the tight. This is an even better angle of it. Those guys are pretty good, huh? They got a pretty big platform. That'd be cool one day, huh, Jonathan? Getting to stand in the Rose Bowl and hee-haw around with the boys. Damn, what a throw.
Yeah.
So many variables going against us from a successful standpoint. We're moving this way. He's cutting back this way. We're trying to, that's a lot. There's a lot going wrong right there, but we're doing it right. I think it's an elite rep by this left tackle right here, okay? How many times, Jonathan, have you watched offensive linemen run out to the flat with their eyes on their responsibility only for their responsibility to run right by their face? Have you ever heard about running with your eyes to the spot first and then getting around? Because we're going to run faster with our head like this than we're going to run with our eyes like that, right? Watch this left tackle right here. This is really, really trusting the rep. This is trusting the mechanics right here, trusting the coach. Boom, I'm going to work my ass to the spot. Eyes out here. This is my responsibility, all right? Watch. Eyes to the spot, run, turn around, get my eyes on him. All right, now we got this good seal block. We can turn him back inside, or better yet, go finish with him on his back. That's good stuff, okay? That's how it's done. That's what technique will do for us when we are technically what? Outmatched, right? We don't have as much quote-unquote talent as the other guys. Hey, we got good footwork. Did you see this jab step too? Look how fast our feet are going. Bah. All right, he looks like he's fast-forwarded compared to what we just got done watching on the other side of the football. You know what I mean? This is what twitch and the foot fire look like, all right? And then great finish right there from those guys as well. They finish on both sides of the football, guys. They're going to play hard, all right? The challenge is to make sure they don't play harder than us for 4 quarters. This is tremendous blitz pickup right here. This is an elite ball. This is an elite catch. All right, this is just damn good football right here from Indiana all around. Okay, we have to be so perfect in all facets right here. They're bringing a simulated pressure. Some of these guys are going to drop out. They're plugging another one. I want y'all to first and foremost look right here. Where are his eyes already, Jonathan? They are already on the safety. He has already identified where my threat is coming from. Do you see that right there? We're going to meet him at the line of scrimmage, not wait on him. Great job right there. So everybody's got the protection nice and clean. We actually have a pocket. Quarterback's going to do a great job stepping up. And Baker right here, I think is his name. Charlie Beckert is his name. Becker doing a great job of doing what we call getting into his window. We got to get into the inside, make those hips roll this way, threaten him vertically with speed, thinking we're going this way, when in reality, we're breaking off into the corner route right there. And quarterback, do a great job throwing him back down the stem, okay? We don't want to fade him into the sideline. We want to give him an opportunity to work back towards the football. You see how Charlie can, at this point, work back here instead of continue to fade that way. That's where we want that football on the sideline. Great job getting one down. Good on Saturday. We need it to be good on Sunday, amen? We need it. We need 2 down on Sunday. But this is what playoff football looks like, guys. This is how we have to execute. Great job picking up that twist and stunt right here by the center and guard as well. Okay? A lot of good right there from Indiana that relate into a great and successful play. I also think they're willing to just take what you give, right? Like they see a very 3-high structure. You really have 6 in the box with an extended player that you often drop in this situation. What do we got here? We got a run look, right? It's 1st and 10. They're giving us 5. Let's take 5. And let's run it right at their face right here, which is exactly what we're going to do. Ultimately, if we consistently run against good counts and good leverage, right? If we consistently run the football, all right, eventually one of them will spit. All right, that's a 5-yard run. A little bit later in the football game, we start spitting off 30-yard runs, don't we? And everybody's like, what the hell's happening to Bama's defense? Well, what's happening to Bama's defense is they're constantly getting chunked on, okay? Watch this movement right here. This is what creates this 5-yard run. We walk this dude down the field. I mean, guys, he's 9 yards downfield if you look at the wide. Watch this. Now, young football player, okay, in terms of experience, all right, y'all know me, I don't like to call anybody out too much, but I'm just pointing out the goods. Look at that. He's 9 yards downfield. We can't really stop the run when we're 9 yards downfield in the front unit, okay? Look at these two right here. I've never once seen an offensive lineman win a bowl game MVP. Have you? Well, he did. And Coogan's a damn good football player. All these guys are really, really well tuned. They handle, look at that. Look how well they handled that twisted stunt. Now, the right guard looks like he just caught one, didn't he? Like, he about to get his feet back up underneath him, Jonathan, and hold this block. That's what foot fire will do for you. That's what not having our feet stuck in the ground will do for us. Great job picking up the stunt right there. Great job by the back getting twitchy in north and south and picking up another 9 yards. Just body blows on them, okay? Now, we're running the football successfully. I saw a stat on this game, Jonathan. 24% of Indiana's offense this year has come via the RPO. Did you know that? Highest in all of college football. All right? So what happens if you sell out for the run? You're right. They become a pass offense. And they do so with 6'4" guys out there, or worse, in my opinion, in the RPO game. Little jitterbug, catch the ball, and they might go 70 on you if you're not careful. Okay, so that terrifies me about certain matchups. If we start to sell out for the run like Alabama's about to do, we're going to get it spit out. My notes say, you sell out, I spit out. You sell out for the run, I spit the ball out of the box, because look at all that yardage out there, right? God forbid you miss a tackle out there, we're going to the door. Good job by Xavier Brown. He don't miss too many tackles, but we still give up 9 yards right there, right? Just look at these feet. Look at these feet. Pop, pop. Look how quick they get into the ground. Guys, he takes 3 steps before he gets contact. Now, he's supposed to be working to his left. He's already loaded that left foot and he's working back to his right. Do you know why? He's already recognized slants. Okay, he's already ID'd it. My responsibility's gone away. We were supposed to be working us two up to 41, but 41 wants to work this way all of a sudden. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hammer back into 94, eventually take that over, and my right guard, because he's smart too, he's going to work up to 41. That's not normal. That's not how it normally goes out here in college football. They keep fresh legs at the running back position too, guys. They rotate 8 and 1 pretty quickly or pretty frequently. And they run with a ton of juice. You know, we say the bar is about 4.72 at the quarterback position from an athleticism standpoint. Like if you're not running 4.75-ish, 4.72-ish, probably not going to be able to survive on Sundays. I want to say this kid might be like sneaky 4.62. Jonathan, like he can kind of roll. Now we get called for a hold right here at left tackle, but I left this on here because I think people don't know what kind of athlete we are. I think we can kind of move. I don't know. Is it because we look goofy doing so?
Maybe.
Or am I the only one that has underestimated his athleticism? Or at least thought people might be underestimating his athleticism? I mean, that's twitch, big dog. That's getting away from NFL-bound guys. Now, this note just says this offensive line plays as fundamental as you will find in college football, and I can't quite remember why. Oh, I know why. Let's watch all of them. Let's watch all 5 of them do a great job right here. Who do I want to call out first? Let's look at this right guard first and foremost. So the right guard's job right here as an uncovered football player, same thing for you, 62, is to climb to the inside linebackers ahead of us. Do we see that? We're going what we call big on big. We're going to take the 5 guys in the box. We're going to allow 37 to insert front side for the safety. We got good counts right here as an offense in our design, but we got to execute. So let's see how we execute. Watch 74 right here. First and foremost, I think he's going to work down to the nose and solidify that block for his teammate. We already got a nice natural crease going out there to the front side B gap, don't we, Jonathan? But we got to work up, and we got to put 41 in our parking space. We got to get our big bodied squared up to his. Watch 74 climb with a good wide base and do what? Put that kid in his parking space, didn't he? He swallowed him, put all 6'5", 300 pounds right in the middle of his frame, and we absolutely eat him alive, all right? And then boom, the back's already one-on-one with the safety back. Did you do your job? You bet your ass I did. I beat the safety. That's football. That's what it looks like. That's football. That's good execution.
The mic's popping when you move around.
Okay, I'll stop moving around so much. I'm too juicy today, Jonathan. Good football gets me excited, man. Now, this is a great football right here. I think we drop this or do we catch this ball? Oh, no, it's a touchdown. Oh, okay. Now, 2 plays before this, Jonathan, I don't show it because we're squeezed for time here. We take number 2 and we run a corner, almost like a smash concept, all right? And then coach is over there and he goes, uh-oh, they left the middle of the field open. And we don't get the corner completed. So you know what we do? 2 plays later, we come right back to the post, and then we hit the post because the middle of the field's wide open. This is just good coordinating, okay? Watch Becker go step on his toes. Go step on his toes, break him off. Now we got good inside leverage. It's a great ball by the quarterback as well. Throw it up, all right? We got big wide receivers out there, man. We got big, long bodies. Go put it up there, all right? It's a great job. Watch it from the tight. Whew, what a blitz pickup. Wham. Ooh, great grab. That kid's so big, man. I'm excited to be in Atlanta for the Peach Bowl, Jonathan, because I want to see the frames of these football players because I know the rosters are big at these wide receiver spots for these guys. I thought this was huge for them. Anytime they got into a 2nd and 20, anytime they got into a 1st and 15, anytime they got into a negative situation, it's almost as if they were guaranteed 9 yards if they handed the ball off. For some reason, in their inefficient downs, they got into manageable counts just running the football when most teams, like Alabama right here, are throwing the ball. And if it's incomplete at 2nd and 20, God forbid we take a sack, it's 2nd and 26. And then the possession's really cooked. These guys could just, what we call get-back plays. Their get-back plays, get the yardage back that we just lost, We're just, hey, hand the rock off. We can run the ball for 8 yards against these guys and get into a 3rd and 12 and then live to fight another day on 3rd and 12. That's huge for an offense from a can we sustain drive standpoint, okay? Now, this right here is what I'm talking about. Like, if this is 3rd and 20, this isn't available for us. 3rd and 20, we're doing what? We're going to do one of these, or we're going to do one of these. You know what I mean? Like, that is a 3rd and 20 play call. But a 3rd and 12, hell, we can get in 3-by-1 and run switch verts, can't we? And we feel good about that versus whatever they throw at us. And this is exactly what they do. They run this guy vertical. They switch him with the tight end. And then we have a tremendous football thrown right here from Mendoza, all right? Now, that's an NFL ball. Don't get me wrong. Very few football players in college football throwing that one. But we can't even allow him to make an NFL throw if it's 3rd and 20 is the point I'm making, okay? I mean, what a ball. Watch it from the tight. 1, 2, 3, one hitch, ball out. You can only do those things on time. There is no, we threw it a half a second late. Like, we have to throw these things as they are designed with the footwork required. It's an absolute dot. We drop the football, though, don't we? We get hit big here, don't we? Boom, ball pops out. Still a great football, man. This is why I put in the notes, I think he's a 4.68 mover. I think he's pretty good. I think he's pretty shifty and nifty. Got a good first step as a ball carrier when he decides to pull it down. So I'm very curious to see. He strikes me as a guy that's a do-it-all at the combine guy, Jonathan. I feel like he's going to be over there going viral for doing 9,000 5.10.5s to make sure he did his best time. Don't you? Yeah. Where would you grade his athleticism?
I mean, I'd give it a solid B+.
Oh, man. This is bad. Oh, Where should he immediately, if he's going to squeeze, Jonathan, where should he squeeze?
Outside.
You goddamn right. What he should not do is run his butt up into the box. Because if he does, we're going to get bounced on, and it's going to be a problem. Guess what he does? He takes his butt right into the box, gets bounced on, and then boom, we give up 9 yards. Can't do it. Cannot do it. Now, here's what's fascinating to me about them. They're 32 plays in, and I noticed this about them in the Big Ten championship game. I saw that they throw everything at you from a run game standpoint. They'll wide zone you, mid zone you, inside zone you, split zone you. They'll counter you. They're just traditional powered Ohio State, Jonathan. Just pulled one guard and inserted them from the front side inside linebacker. They're 32 plays in. This is the first time they're going to throw pin and pull at them, all right, and actually really get outside and set a hard edge. It's just you're going to have to prepare for so many different things, and you don't know which one of the run looks you're going to get that most vulnerabilizes your defense, if that makes sense, except for Oregon might because they've played them once. Do you know what I mean? So there is probably a level of comfort there, but maybe you get a totally different game plan from these guys. I could see that happening. And they're so well coached in every facet of what they do. Like, for example, this right here. This is such a great job by not necessarily the first puller, but the second puller realizing that there's trash left over and there's no work for me on the front side. Watch Coogan right here, the secondary puller, okay? He is going to solidify the front side edge right here as the first guy. The second guy's already got his eyes on the free hitter that could blow this play up if we don't get wrapped around and picked him up. Boom, right there. It's a huge block that so many guys run right by. Now, you could sit there in the comment section and go, no duh, they're experienced and well coached. They're 23 years old. You still got to go out there and execute when the bullets fly, and that's exactly what these guys do on a consistent basis. When they rush 3 and drop 8, what should we do? Check the ball down. When they or run the ball, but we don't know that until post-snap. If we are in a passing situation and they rush 3, drop 8, we are to check the football down. Okay, unless it's a 2-minute situation, unless it's a 4th down, unless it's a 3rd and a zip code, we are to get the ball out of our hands and let them run after the catch with it. And that's exactly what Mendoza does right here. Hey, spit it out right now to the back. Let's see what happens. Now, looks like a dirty picture right now, huh? Unless the ball carrier goes and makes a play, and that's exactly what happens. Boom, goes and makes a play, and now we pick up a first down in the red zone. Heavy run personnel, huh? Forcing a cover zero look, huh? Ooh. Spidey senses tingling. Play action pass, double scissors, wide open, walk-in touchdown. Pitch and catch for the Q. Now, this is what I really love about them, and this is the last play we're going to look at today on this football game from these guys. So what I really, really love about them, they did this in the Big Ten Championship game too. This is a 3rd and 2, guys. 3rd and 2 is normally like quick game. We know we might be getting pressure, maybe hand the ball off. Hell, in this area of the field might be 2-down territory on 3rd and 2. So you know you can run the ball on 3rd down because 4th down is all do or whatever, all do or die situation. 3rd and 2 right here, you know what they're about to run, Jonathan? They're about to run double moves, head top. Like we're trying to kill you right now. Touchdowns. That's what we want. We don't want first downs. We want touchdowns. Because if we're going for it on 4th down, who gives a shit if it's 4th and 2? You know what I mean? Like that's their mentality here. All right? And I love that about them. Now, you as a defense have to know this about them. Okay? Ohio State fell victim to this on a 3rd and 2 as well. Gave up a massive explosive. You know why? Because not a lot of teams hunting chunks on 3rd and 2. A lot of teams on 3rd and 2 hunting first downs. Okay, so we're really breaking tendencies right here, and we're doing so with a double move. We're going to run hitch and go, or what we call around here, Hugo, all right? What the football world calls Hugo. Huh? Oh, we're done. Already down there at the corner spot. Great ball, great catch, great touchdown. Timestamp?
50 minutes.
All right. I want to show one last play because I love me some finish. I love me some finish. And the left guard right here is the definition of finish. Watch this left guard. The right guard. Watch the right guard right here. No, it is the left guard. He works all the way over to this front side nose tackle. Watch this. All right? Boom. Watch it from the tight right here. Okay? They play hard. I think it's one of the more obvious takeaways from them is they're just going to play hard. They're going to play hard for 4 quarters and not stop. Watch this guy right here. This guy right here. He is going to fight all the way through this nose tackle, look like he's getting beat, and just continue to run his feet until the play is over and finish on top. Great job. What do you think, Jonathan?
Really good coach team.
Woo, really well coached team. We love good football around here. I love watching that football team. Hope you hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.